A train departs from point A to point B at 1:03. 2 minutes later, a train departs from point B to point A going 150
At that same time exactly, a train leaves point C to point D, going point C to point A, assuming that the train has to make a stop at point D, in opposite directions.
In this day and age, the clock is ticking faster. Distances are getting shorter. There are more variables involved. Equations are becoming more complex. We have to keep up. Every day in Israel, more than 500 trains reach their destinations, which are spread out on more than 1,000 train routes, transporting more than 100,000 passengers and 30,000 tons of cargo. They go from place to place safely and quickly, reaching a speed higher than any other means of transportation. And they cannot be stopped. How can we manage such a complex system and make sure everything functions like clockwork? Signaling as a method of transmitting messages has existed since the old days. The Sanhedrin announced the coming of holidays by lighting a chain of torches on the mountaintops. But it was the discovery of electricity and the invention of the telegraph which enabled the first signaling system on railway lines. During the Turkish command, the signalman would use a telegraph to announce to the next signalman in the following station that the train was departing. At the beginning of the British rule, a mechanical signalling system was used, where trains were directed using manual levers which shifted the tracks and controlled signals and semaphores. In 1958, Israel Railways started using a relay signalling system, and relay interlockings were built along the railway lines across Israel. The signalmen then got all the traffic information and updates from the central dispatching office. This is where all train schedules were closely followed, and information from all over the country was controlled and supervised. Ever since the mid-1990s, the number of passengers on Israeli trains has greatly increased, and in the year 2000, the first electronic signaling center was created in the city of Lod. It controlled the train operation from the center of the country to Dimona in the south. However, demand was rapidly growing, and in a few years the number of trains used daily increased by 50%. New destinations and railway lines were added. It was then time to construct one operations control center that would manage the network and control signaling operation across the country in real time and at a speed appropriate for the era. That is how Masua, the Torch project, was born. The Masua project cost up to 130 million shekels. It upgrades the control over train traffic in Israel. This system falls into line with the most advanced countries around the world. Masua is the electronic control center that monitors all train traffic in Israel, from Nahariya in the north to the Tzin Stream in the south, from Ashdod seaport in the west to Jerusalem in the east. Today, an automated computer is responsible for the surveillance of the train schedules and the network, meeting the strictest international standards, led by state-of-the-art technology. This center enables direct, real-time cooperation and coordination between the different sectors. The immediate and most important result is safety. An additional advantage to the Masua project is the centralization of management. It significantly shortens the time to transfer messages. It enables superior coordination and precision between the branches of management, and allows for a quick response to any problem or malfunction. The Safety, Security and Infrastructure Center is located near the central control room. This center is synchronized with the entire country's traffic system, and it provides quick and efficient service to train passengers. Thanks to the Masua project, train schedules are updated in real time. This lets passengers take better advantage of their time. Manual levers, the token, the mechanical semaphore. Today we can only find these items in the Railway Museum. Now we can add other items to this list, such as the telephone, paper and pen. Israel Railways looks towards the future. It keeps in step with the most advanced countries in the world, and it provides its millions of passengers service that is better, more accurate and safer. Israel Railways Masua Operations Centre, a signal into the future.